What the fuck?
All of his co-workers
Je comprends
were gone.
rien.
What could it mean?
Stanley
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Shit.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ok. Ok, je vais essayer d'aller à droite cette fois-ci. Et
When
voir.
Stanley came to a set of
Je
two
vais
open,
faire quelque
this was
chose.
not
Je
the
vais faire
correct
ce que
way
je
to
n'ai
the
pas
meeting
encore
room,
fait là.
and Stanley
mais-
knew it perfectly
Wow.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wow.
Yes,
vraiment encore-
truly a room worth admiring.
Je comprends
But
plus rien.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
Ce
first
qui est cool,
open
c'est
door
qu'il y a
on his
plusieurs
left.
fins différentes dans ce jeu. Mais c'est trop bizarre. Attends, j'étais allé là-bas la dernière fois, non? Est-ce que j'étais allé là? J'étais allé en avant ou je l'ai... Ah ouais, ok.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5
La dernière
years
fois que je suis
ago.
venu ici, je me suis suicidé. Je me rappelle. Cette fois-ci, je vais pas me suicider.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yo!
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Bon.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be
T'es mon
difficult,
ennemi,
but the
sale con.
fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Ok.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ah, pour elle. Pour
This is
qui?
it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Qui? Ma
She's
bite?
been waiting.
C'est ça, ma bite? C'est elle qui m'attend ou quoi? What the fuck? Holy shit, ça fait peur cet endroit. Hey boy. Ok, un endroit tout noir. Ça me dit rien, mais ok, on y va.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Ok. C'est vrai, le narrateur, c'est pas mon ennemi. Quand je l'ai écouté, il m'a amené vers la sortie. À chaque fois que je l'écoute pas, bye bye, je meurs.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Ok.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What the fuck?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Ah, t'es une vraie pute, ce narrateur. Non, non, oublie ça, je vais pas...
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Fuck! Ok, là! Ça...
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Non, non. Fuck. Non! Arrête. Tu vas me tuer juste parce que... Qui a appuyé sur 3, voilà.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Wow. Appuyez sur G. Bon, je vais appuyer sur F pour dire fuck you. Ah! Ok, il m'oblige à appuyer sur G.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Non,
Now
j'ai pas fait
pushing a
la...
button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
Sale narrateur.
One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Non, non, c'est pas moi qui l'a choisi, c'est toi qui m'oblige à faire des choses
But
bizarres.
in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Pourquoi je suis obligé d'écouter? Tantôt, je t'ai pas obligé. Je voulais partir. Il a dit, oh non, t'es dans mon histoire maintenant. Oh, je vais te foutre. Si je pouvais te voir là, si je pouvais te voir là face à face, j'allais te foutre mon gros doigt dans le cul. Dans le trou de cul même. Fuck. Bon.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Quoi? Attends, ça veut dire depuis le début du jeu, j'étais dans un... Non. Passer du temps avec les enfants quand j'ai pas d'enfants ici? What the fuck? Appuyez sur O ou 0.
So
Ah,
he
0.
went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Attends! Ok, attends. Le narrateur est en train de dire que je suis en train de rêver, là. Depuis le début. What? Hein? Je prépare le dîner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Exactement.
And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
What?
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Ah! Raconter une histoire aux enfants
It
quand
was
je suis pas
such a
d'enfant?
wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
What the fuck? Je t'aime à mon
But there is
épouse.
no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Exactement. Je sais même plus ce qu'est la vraie vie. Est-ce que je suis en train d'appuyer sur les boutons en ce moment et là je suis en train d'imaginer ça? Ce scénario? C'est ça?
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Ok. Il m'a dit de pas le faire. Je vais pas le faire. Je vais l'écouter. J'ai pas envie de mourir. Il m'a dit de pas appuyer sur le bouton. C'est ce que je vais faire. Ok. Non. J'appuie d'autres boutons là, mais... What the fuck? Wow. Mon jeu il a 13 FPS. C'est tellement bas. Je comprends pas pourquoi. Ok, on va appuyer sur 2.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
T'es qu'une sale voix de merde! What?
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Veuillez mourir?
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I...
Quoi? Hein? Attends, je suis mort là? Oh. What the... Quoi? What? Ok, c'est bizarre. Hey, la salle est sombre. Non. Avant, c'était pas aussi sombre que ça. Je comprends pas pourquoi. Ah! What the fuck? J'arrive directement à la...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Il est parti où les autres pièces? What the Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wow. Wow. Ok, dernier run parce que je sens que je vais virer fou bientôt. Dernier run parce que... Ok, c'est bizarre.
Yet there was not a single person here
Le gars m'a
either.
tué.
Feeling a wave
comprends.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Ok.
hoping he might find... Coming to a
La dernière
staircase,
fois quand je suis allé en
Stanley
bas, j'ai
walked
eu une mort
upstairs
souffrante.
to his boss's office.
Quand je suis allé en bas, j'ai eu une mort souffrante. Oh là, oublie ça. C'est bizarre. Mon jeu
Stepping
est
into
devenu
his
lent.
manager's office, Stanley was once again
Avant, c'était pas devenu
stunned to
lent, maintenant c'est
discover
lent
not
tout
an
d'un coup, je sais pas
indication of
pourquoi.
any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Exactement.
That kind of
Sale narrateur de
anxiety
merde.
isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
What the... Quoi? Juste parce que... Oh. What the fuck? Juste parce que j'ai mis le code plus rapidement.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Es-tu sérieux? Es-tu sérieux? Wow, ok, pour vrai, ce jeu, ça donne des frissons. C'est bizarre, c'est bizarre. Les personnes qui ont créé ce jeu sont des génies. Sont des génies. C'est... Ah. Wow. Ah, putain. Non. Ils sont des génies. C'est... Ah, what? Non. Wow. Ils sont des génies parce qu'ils arrivent à... Ah, je sais pas comment décrire ça, mais... Putain. Putain. Ah. Je savais pas qu'un jeu comme ça pouvait exister. Ok, ça c'était une mort bizarre. Oublie ça, oublie ça. Oh là 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 là. Ok, bon. Ok, on va appuyer sur ça.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Exactement.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought.
Je sais c'est quoi les secrets déjà. Je sais déjà c'est quoi les secrets, mon ami. Mon ami, tu vas pas m'avoir. Écoute, c'est évident, c'est évident. Voyons donc.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Wow.
Their true nature revealed.
427 moi, hein.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
oh.
Stanley's co-workers. Lives of so many individuals
Bla
reduced
bla
to
bla bla
images
bla
on a
bla.
screen.
Je vais
Stanley,
devenir
one of
fou.
them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Laisse-moi appuyer sur ça.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all
Fuck.
this time? Was this the only reason he
Ça me
was
tente de
happy
sauter en
with
bas.
his
Ça me
boring
tente de
job?
sauter en
That
bas.
his emotions had been
Wow.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
Mais pauvre le boss de cet endroit, à chaque fois qu'il emploie quelqu'un de nouveau, il doit ajouter une
He
télé, hein.
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It
Never.
was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Exactement, je suis
But
aveugle.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very
Bon.
place.
La
And as
première
the
fois,
cold
j'avais fait
reality of
off.
his past
Cette fois-ci, je
began
vais
to
faire
sink
on
in,
pour voir qu'est-ce qui va
Stanley
arriver.
decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
What?
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Exactement! Ah!
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Comme-
You were supposed to let it go.
Non, non.
Turn the controls off and leave.
Non.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Huh?
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
No.
eliminating the entire complex.
No.
How long until detonation then?
2 minutes!
Say,
Fuck!
2 minutes. Ah, now this is making business a little more fun, isn't it,
Fuck,
Stanley?
fuck.
It's
No.
your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
No.
Shape it to your heart's desires.
Fuck.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
No.
What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
No.
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. more time to talk about you.
Non, non,
about
non,
me,
non. 2 minutes, je vais mourir. Arrête, s'il te plaît.
What all this means. I
4.
barely know where
4.
to start.
Non, non, non.
What's that?
Arrête.
You'd like to know where your co-workers
Non.
are? A moment
Non,
of
s'il te
solace
plaît.
before you're obliterated.
Non.
All right, I'm in a good mood.
Fuck.
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that
Tu
was
les as
merely
effacés?
in this instance of the story.
T'as effacé mes
Sometimes
collègues?
when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Non.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
Fuck you.
My
Off.
goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Fuck!
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why
Ah, pour vrai? Ah.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Wow. Je croyais qu'il a ajouté 1 heure, il a juste ajouté 1
Is it that
minute.
you
Non.
have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Fuck.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I
Exactement.
mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
Exactement.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Fuck, arrête de rire dans ma gueule.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
Non.
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Fuck!
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Non, non,
This
non,
is
non.
not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
No.
You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
Je refuse cette
But I'm
fatalité.
going to
Non,
destroy
je
it
refuse, je
first,
refuse.
So you can't.
Non.
Take a look
No.
at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Non, oh,
No
wow,
end.
wow, wow.
Just you being blown to pieces.
Non, non, non. Ok, il y a sûrement un code. Il y a sûrement un code pour que j'arrête tout ça. Non, non, non,
Or
non,
will
non.
you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Goodbye! Wow!
It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Wow. Il m'a dit goodbye employé 427. Au revoir employé de 427. Wow. Wow. Qu'est-ce que je pouvais faire dans cette pièce? Il n'y avait rien. Je pouvais... Ah! Oh mon Dieu. Dis-moi pas, j'étais obligé de mourir juste parce que j'ai appuyé sur off. T'es sérieux? Et ce gars-là... Ah, il joue avec ma tête. Il joue avec ma tête. C'est pas croyable. Il me l'a... Oh! Ok, je crois que je vais arrêter de jouer à ça parce que... Fuck, je sens que... Il y a quelqu'un qui... Fuck, je sens qu'il y a quelqu'un derrière moi qui me regarde et qui rit de ma gueule. Fuck! Le narrateur, il rit de moi juste parce que... Je vais virer fou, c'est pas croyable. Je vais arrêter là avant que je pète mon ordinateur, c'est bon. Donc, les amis, merci d'avoir regardé ces vidéos de Stanley Parable. Wow! Si vous jouez à ce jeu, vous allez virer fou, je vous le garantis. Donc, ça va être tout pour l'instant, les amis. N'oubliez pas de vous abonner à ma chaîne pour visionner plus de vidéos, pour découvrir plus de jeux et aussi pour vous joindre à la gang de couilles. Ciao!